Audrey Oriel, Joshua Miguel, Lauren, Mabel, Liam Ezekiel, Chantal, Faith, Micah Cassidy, Mary Caroline, Cherry, Azithromycin B, Mary Charmaine, Elnie, Elbrish, Clayton John, Samantha, Pauline Joanna, Shara, Sayuri Iswar, and Natalie Ellen. The Moonbug's World, November 2025. The Legend of Maria Makiling.
Good morning, everyone! Today, I'm going to read to you a story entitled The Legend of Maria Makiling. This is taken from page 53 of the English 7 Learners Material. But before I read to you the story, let us first answer these two questions. Question number 1. What do you think your parents would do to protect you? Second question. What do you think the parents of Maria would do to protect her from the mortals? Here's the story. The Legend of Maria Makiling. According to a legend, there was a time when the gods could live like ordinary mortals do. Although these gods were enchanted, they could speak, love, and even go to the market like what people do in our time. This story tells what happened to the daughter of two such deities. This is the story of Maria Makiling. Two deities, the young Makiling and God Panahon, had an only daughter named Maria. Because of her beauty and charm, she was the delight of her parents, the source of their joy and strength. Maria was to them a jewel, a treasure that made life full of light and laughter. At that time, people could talk with the deities face to face, and even sit with them side by side underneath a tree. People could also ask for help when they were in need, provided that they asked in a solemn manner. It was the custom of Maria to go to a small market called talipapa on weekdays. Just like other women, she would, on such occasions, wear clothes made of silk and embroidered with flowers and white stripes, for this was the fashion at that time. Maria had long, black, abundant hair, which she usually decorated with pomelo flowers. When she went to the market, her flowing hair would touch her ankles. As she passed along, gallant men would bow their heads to signify their respect. When Maria went to the market, she was always accompanied by two aides who served as her servants. These two servants stayed close behind Maria, and they both carried a basket that was full of gold and ginger. This gold and ginger Maria would barter for such items needed for the home. There was no money at that time, and instead of buying, people bartered and exchanged their goods for the things that they needed. On a market day, the residents of the area were not the only ones who would go to the talipapa. Merchants and people from neighboring towns would also go to the market. Who do you think was on the market that day? One day, Gatdula, the ruler of the kingdom of Bai, came to the talipapa to while away the hours. A piece of animal skin with fine hair caught Gatdula's eye, and he reached out to touch the fur. At the same moment, Maria was also reaching towards the same piece of animal skin. and their shoulders accidentally touched. And Maria responded with a shy smile as they parted from each other's company. Now, what do you think would Gatdula do after their first encounter? Since that first encounter, Gatdula often visited the talipapa, but was not able to see Maria during these visits. One day, he saw Maria at the very place where they first met. He approached Maria and greeted her, and Maria responded with a very sweet smile. That was the beginning of their friendship, which blossomed into love as time passed by. Do you think the parents of Maria would approve the love affair between Gatdula and Maria? The love affair between Gatdula and Maria came to be known to Gat Panahon, Maria's father. Gat Panahon was angry. Even the young Makiling, Maria's mother, was distressed that her only daughter was in love with a mortal. Maria was then forbidden to go down to earth. Her parents even took away from Maria the power of enchantment, which enabled the deity to look and act like an ordinary mortal. But even though Maria and Gatdula could no longer meet physically, their love endured. Maria continued to watch over Gatdula. During a battle with an army of Lakan Bunto, the ruler of a neighboring kingdom who invaded the kingdom of Bai, Gatdula did not suffer a single one due to the support of Maria's enchantment. Unfortunately, Gatdula's inability to see Maria caused him to fall ill and die. Maria implored the gods to give her the soul of Gatdula, and her request was granted. In life, there are things we must sacrifice for our loved ones. We always need to remember to do what is right and to trust God, for He knows what is best for us. This is Teacher Jessamay. See you in our next story reading session.
Noong unang panahon, sa lupalop ng Los Baños ay may makikita kang isang malaking bundok. At sa loob nito ay may nakatirang diwata na nagngangalang Maria Makiling.
Naway mapalago pa kayo, mga biyaya ko.
Isang araw, may nakilala siyang lalaki na mortal. Ang lalaking ito ay marespeto sa gubat at hindi kumukuha ng labis mula sa kalikasan. Sa kasamaang palad, hindi nagtagal ang pagsama ng diwata at ng binata.
Naghahanap sila ng lalaking hindi ikinasal para isama si Gera. Mahal kita, Maria, pero hindi tayo pwedeng magsama. Isa kang diwata at isa lamang akong mangangaso. Hindi ko makakayang harapin ang sarili ko kapag nakapatay ako ng kapwa-tao. Sana maunawaan mo ako, Maria.
Dahil dito, hindi na muling nakita si Maria.
traitor.
Ilang araw na ang nakalipas simula noong ikinasalang lalaki. At mula noon, hindi na muling naramdaman ng gubat ang pagyapak ng mahiwagang diwata kasama ang mga mortal. Ang sabi ng iba, magpapakita lamang si Maria Makiling kapag isang mabuting tao ang dadaan sa kanyang kagubatan.